Alright. I need to do arcades missions real quick. Because I want the Enclave to help me. Or the Remnants to help me.
Hey.
You know, look up what exactly I need to do for arcade. I'm at the point where I can start doing all the Crash Vertibird. Okay. There's a Crash Vertibird south west of Camp Searchlight. Southwest. Let's look for it. Alright. I'm going southwest. It's funny how I haven't seen this. I've been around here.
Here we go.
Got him. Damn. Okay. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, it's right here. I'm stupid. I'm like, wait.
Here we go.
A vertibird. Interesting. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
When was that?
Huh. Good question. Must have been in a book.
Alright, so that's one. I'm going for traveling with arcade into the Redcon headquarters building. I need to take a nap. Let me check on my armor. I've seen some season. These are both kind of fudged up. I keep going with this, but it's kind of fine for now. Where is it? There we go.
How may I serve you, master?
I've read about Repcon. I think they did some work with the the government before the war. Rockets and some energy weapon prototypes, I think.
What was Project Semele?
Another one of Poseidon Energy's mini-secret weapon projects before the Great War. It didn't go anywhere. That's how Repcon got their shot, so to speak.
Hey, you know so much about this again?
Stop thinking so much. Thanks. I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
Sure.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
Where did the Enclave go?
A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
What happened to Navarro?
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Where are you going with all this?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
Do you want to help the NCR?
That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas.
Say no more, I'll do it.
Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I could convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
Alright, let's go. Who's one in Novak?
Hey there. Your travels been going all right?
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the remnants, and they'll need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
How did you like flying vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
Cool.
Watch your six out there.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way,
but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
It was an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Who's over here?
Here we go.
Cannibal Johnson's cave? Damn it, Cannibal Johnson. You butthole.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh,
Oh?
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
You sound like you're eager to die.
There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out. I'm old, and I'm starting to feel it. It's not pleasant, especially when you know your mind's slipping away. And we all gotta go sometime. But I was hoping for something a little more heroic.
Who's Sergeant Dornan?
He was a drill instructor I knew. He was also the meanest bastard I've ever known. Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. It was inspiring.
You served in the military?
Yeah. It was a long time ago. Things were better back then.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
So, are you a cannibal?
Ha! I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all.
Yeah, sounds like there's an interesting story behind it.
The truth of it is that I did cut out a raider's heart, but only took a bite to mess with his buddies. They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest were startled just long enough.
You live out here by yourself?
Sure do. Had a wife for a while. Tribal girl. Really pretty eyes. But she's been gone a long time now. Well, ain't like I've got places to be.
Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
He thinks your experience and technology will help resolve the conflict in this region.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
I'm sure your father would be proud of you.
I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
Good. Okay. Ryan Morano.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
What do you do around here?
Do? I don't do anything. I'm retired.
So, what did you do before you retired?
I was a soldier. Why do you even care? I came out here to forget about the past, so quit bringing it up.
He sounds like a beater. Stop talking to me about the NCR. I'm gonna look him up real quick. You have something against the NCR?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
Uh-oh. There isn't anyone else around with your equipment and expertise.
You can thank the NCR for that one. Wait, this isn't on behalf of the NCR, is it?
What do I do? Do I lie to him? Does it matter who we help?
Yeah, it does. There's not a chance you'll find me helping the NCR in any way. They've caused me too much grief.
Then you'll be happy to know I'm planning on helping the Legion.
All right, then. I'll show up at this gathering of yours. It might be good to see the others. Johnson excluded.
Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
What did you do when you were in the Enclave?
Heavy weapons trooper. Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved. Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side, I'd be called a hero.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
A man should know when to let go.
It's been decades, you know. By now, he's been out of the Enclave longer than he was in. Most people know when to hang it up and start over. But not Moreno.
Hey there.
What are you doing?
Sticking around for the attractions?
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
You'll be the... or you tell me.
Well, assuming our equipment cache is intact, my squad would have the edge in armor and firepower. There's only a handful of us, though, so the best tactic would be for us to swoop in where the target isn't expecting us. How am I doing?
I think you'll be a very good distraction.
Yeah, well, don't count on us sticking around if things get too hot. We're not a suicide squad. I'll go to this reunion. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
I'd like to know more about your former squad.
I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary.
Tell me about the old days of the Enclave.
I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants.
What happened to the Enclave oil rig at Navarro?
Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region. Uh-huh.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
They're loyal to you too.
Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Arcade Gannon has asked me to gather all the former members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it. Yes, yes.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
His work was what mattered to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
Dear old friends, remember Navarro.
Howdy. Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
What is this place?
This was a minor refueling station for vertibirds. It seemed an appropriate place to stash our equipment if we ever needed it. I'm surprised this place hasn't fallen apart. When I put it into standby mode, I expected to return to it within a few years, not decades.
How are you going to deploy your squad?
Moreno, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird.
I want you to help the NCR hold on to the dam.
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
What's Moreno's problem with the NCR?
Day one, we didn't. It's as simple as that. The rest of us moved on while Moreno didn't. Still, I'm not convinced Moreno hates the NCR as much as he thinks he does. You still might be able to talk him out of leaving.
I'll talk to Moreno.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it. The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
I'd love to see the look on the NCR's face when I swoop down in my chopper.
Did he leave?
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out.
Bro, come on, dude. The remnants come in, guns blazing, showing the NCR how it's done. You actually don't want that?
I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest, when Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all going to shake out in the end, but at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done.
You've certainly done your part.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out of the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're going to need every doctor they can get.
What happens in Freeside won't make any difference if the Legion takes the dam. Fight with them.
Good point. You've been encouraging the others to stand up and fight. Maybe I should take the same advice. After all, I also lived in Navarro. There's something I need to go do, but I'll catch up with you later. Thanks again for your help with the others. It means a lot to me.
Hell yeah. We did it, boys.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father. Since you convinced me to help out with the defense of Hoover Dam, I figured I'd haul it out of storage. I'm a little rusty with it, but I think I can manage. As long as you got my back, of course.
Yeah, dude. Do we? Oh. Let's go back in.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying. Since Whitman will be staying with the Vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you. You'll need
Hey,
special
let's go.
training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance. The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Hey there.
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. And since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
There we go. Let's go. We got the Enclave. And we have a perfect. I think that's pretty much a perfect. NC gonna be a perfect NCR victory. Let's go. Let's send all my guys to.
I like how you handled Keene. Without the Nightkin around, Jacobstown would be much weaker than it is. See you.
Where's Arcade? Whatever. I'm gonna get a drink.
Thank you for visiting New Things. Engaging target.
Shit.
Target.
Is it time? I'm ready when you are.
Right. Get some proper armor on. What's the difference? What if I pull up this? Joshua Graham. Command. Lanius armor. Alright, are you ready? Here's the NCR ending.
It's best not to keep the General waiting.
Oh shit. Let's do this.
Well, you took your sweet-ass time coming here. Let's get down to brass tacks. We need to get this thing moving if we want to keep the element of surprise.
What's this all about?
You've done some great work for us up to this point, and we're hoping to use your unique abilities to aid us once again. Thanks to the task my subordinates have delegated to you, the NCR now has a unique opportunity.
What opportunity is that?
We now have a chance to take the fight to those bastards on their home turf. I'm in the beginning stages of planning out an assault on the fort. I've made calls to our allies, and they're on their way to our position. Once our forces are in place in garrison here, we'll begin our assault.
Sir, I don't know what happened. A bunch of Legionnaires just stormed into the power station.
Into the power station? How is that possible?
I don't know, sir. There was some talk of them entering through the clog intake tunnels, but I don't have any confirmation. On my way up here, there was some chatter about their commander, the Legate, I think he's called, set up at some kind of base on the eastern bank.
Okay, listen here. Unless we can get some additional support, I'm gonna need you to help me resolve this situation. You need to make your way to this camp they have on the eastern bank and take out the Legate. That should hamstring this attack.
Okay, I'll take care of him.
Thanks for your support. I'll make sure the NCR emergency radio is up and running. Go kill those bastards.
Good gracious. The Legion is using the intake tunnels to storm their way into the dam. Someone has to stop them.
What can I do to help?
I think that you should be able to divert the flow of the water into the generator turbines. That would grind them up like a hamburger. The computer to activate it is just ahead, but you may need to go outside to activate the manual override. That system hasn't been used in a while.
I'll take care of it.
Good luck. I'm gonna find a place to not get shot.
Where'd you guys appear from?
Retribution!
Eat this. Empty. Another kill for my man! That's the last of the ammo. Yep, that's the last of it. Eat this! Empty. That's the last of the ammo. Another kill for my man! Yep. That's the last of the ammo.
Nice. All the dead Legion corpses.
Another kill to my name.
Hell yeah, arcade.
Not finding much.
Fuck yeah. Thanks, guys. Apprehensive. Broadcasting. Construct. Fuck. Resurrection to transcribe. APPREH. Wait, you should have 3. It's 2. And is paid. Got it. Settle for the generator, little damage.
Alpha Squad reporting in. Thanks for the support back there. We've been assigned to ensure you make it to the Legate. How can we be of assistance?
You have superior firepower. You can overwhelm them if you push the advance on them.
You're in charge of this operation. That sounds like a suicide mission, but all orders are to take commands from you. Unit, let's move out. Let's get going. Hey!
Hey, here we go. Enclave right here.
here!
You're mine. Can't run from me.
Whoa! Careful! Heading up.
Oh, those are my friends.
Come on!
Death to profligates!
Excuse me, sir.
Coward. And who are you to come before me? You bear the insignia of the bear, yet you do not wear it as a soldier of the West wears it.
Maybe you're willing to listen to reason.
I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater.
You can take the West. Holding it is another matter.
I have no need to hold it. Anything the West sends against me shall break against the wall that is the Legion.
The battle is decided. That's why I am here.
So you seek quarter? Terms of surrender? Our roads into NCR are hung with the bodies of those who attempted to negotiate with us. Save your speeches. We will take Hoover Dam and move forward until our feet crush the setting sun beneath them.
Move forward. The Legion spent years trying to take Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam has never seen the mass strength of the East. Only legates such as Graham, who deserve the fire Kaisar blessed him with. Now I am here, and make markers of your people as the Legion carves its way west.
And then what of the East?
You speak in circles. What of the East? I am the East, and I will prove it this day.
If you need all the East to crush the West.
The victory here shall be swift. Our forces shall take the dam, secure it, then build a road west on the bodies of the NCR. The East will hold. Once across the Colorado, nothing to rival Hoover Dam remains.
Well, except Vegas.
Vegas will fall.
Really? I hope you're not counting on the Americas to help you.
I count on no one.
Good, because the Americas plan was stopped. Vegas is as strong as ever.
A plan by Vorpus. Treachery is a weapon that one should never rely on. I can only hope that the Omertas died when their treachery was exposed. To have the plan succeed only would have sullied the Legion. It does not matter. Victory shall be ours. It shall be swift, and it will be honest. Purchased with blood.
It is not the strength of the West that will slow you. It is their weakness.
Your weakness? You seek to thwart me by claiming the Legion is too strong for you?
NCR's weakness is its size. It'll take your entire army to hold the West.
That does not mean we would not succeed.
Alright, I'm sick of talking. Let's end this.
For the Legion. Damn you.
Man, running and throwing. Bro, why are you not... Okay. Bro, what are you doing?
Come on!
Yeah, let's go, baby. We beat it.
That's a fine bit of work back there. Truth told, I'm surprised you made it out of there in one piece. You and the dam. I'm impressed to say the least, and that's no easy thing. You've secured NCR's future. The administration sends its thanks for what it's worth.
I couldn't have done it alone, and I appreciate the assist along the way.
Least we could do. And seeing those shits of Caesar kicking dirt as they ran did my heart good, let me tell you. Might see some recruitment number rise, build some morale out in the Mojave long enough for the NCR to find its feet again. All due to you. Again, you have my thanks. And all the West, too. Once they pass it over the radio. After signing the right release forms.
What happens now?
We clean up, take prisoners, watch the east for any more trouble from the Legion. Though I think they're still running, according to our scouts. After that, we'll see what happens when the dust settles and how the Mojave looks now without Caesar coming for its throat. Something tells me we better enjoy this breather while we can. And if that means Vegas, then you and the troops have earned it.
Maybe traveling is in order.
Can't keep the courier spirit down, eh? Fair enough. We'll clean up here. Kind of curious how this is going to pan out in the long run. But I guess history will tell us in its own sweet time.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed. The new California Republic celebrated its second victory at Hoover Dam, establishing definitive control over the entire Mojave wasteland. Soon after, they negotiated terms to annex the Strip, Freeside, and many surrounding communities. The Mojave wasteland, at long last, had entirely fallen under the NCR's banner. The courier, fair and even-handed in his dealings throughout the wasteland, was honored by the NCR for his support of the military at Hoover Dam. He was presented with the Golden Branch, the highest civilian decoration given by the Republic.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Invigorated by his travels with the courier, Raul once more took up his guns in memory of his lost Rafaela. Soon after, the Mojave was filled with tales of the ghost vaquero who hunts down those who prey on the weak.
With the help of the gunrunners, the Boomers developed a healthy trading relationship with the NCR. Eventually, the Boomers began wandering out into the wasteland while still preventing outsiders from entering Nellis.
The Brotherhood and the NCR in the Mojave Wasteland declared an official truce, despite continued hostilities between the two in the west. As per their agreement, the NCR handed over all suits of salvaged power armor, and in return, the Brotherhood helped patrol I-15 and Highway 95.
The peace with NCR served to ease Veronica's worries about the Brotherhood's immediate future. Still, a distance had arisen between her and her fellow members that would never be bridged. She began secluding herself in crumbling libraries of the old world, learning of promising technologies she knew the Brotherhood would never adopt.
Their leaders destroyed by the courier, the fiends scattered throughout the wasteland. Without the organization of Motor Runner, Cook, Violet, and Driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the NCR's victory at the dam, the followers of the Apocalypse were pushed out of Old Mormon Fort during its occupation by NCR forces. NCR further encouraged them to leave Outer Vegas entirely, and the followers had no choice but to comply.
Though Arcade had not hoped for an NCR victory, he was proud of his role in the defense of Hoover Dam against the forces of Caesar's Legion. Unfortunately, when word spread that Arcade was once a member of the Enclave, he was forced out of the followers of the Apocalypse. Pursued by bounty hunters, NCR Rangers, and the Brotherhood of Steel, Arcade pushed deep into the eastern plains and was never heard from again.
Goodsprings saw more trade along I-15 after NCR gained control of the Mojave Wasteland, but with that came a heavy burden of the Republic's taxes. Some old-timers, unable to handle the cost, were forced to move on, grumbling all the while.
In the years following the destruction of Cassidy caravans, NCR used evidence of the plot to blackmail the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. NCR enacted strict trade laws with little resistance, strengthening their supply lines and their position in the Mojave. Cass survived to see the NCR flag flying proud over Hoover Dam, and thought for a moment, this is what a hero must feel like. She was about to tell the courier not to get too proud of himself. Then she figured, he knew that already. That night, Cass kicked in the door of his room to celebrate, only to find the man on the bed was an NCR soldier whose barracks had been destroyed. He was cute, though, so after having her way with him, she got the hell out, leaving an empty whiskey bottle as a note. As she walked along the dam in the night, she felt drunk, content, and happy to be alive. Which to her was the whole point of it all.
During the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans quickly evacuated Red Rock Canyon and headed north and east into the plains of Wyoming. There, they reconnected with the followers of the Apocalypse and rebuilt their strength. Bolstered by ancient knowledge of governance, economics, and transportation, they carved a mighty empire out of the ruins of the Northwest.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
After the NCR victory at Hoover Dam,
The temporary truce between them and the Kings blossomed into a full-scale relief effort for the people. While the NCR made repeated entreaties that Freeside join the Republic, the Kings steadfastly maintained their independence.
After Ray's brain was transplanted into Rex's cybernetic body, it took Rex some time to adjust to the old scrapyard dog's memories. Eventually, Rex's mind settled peacefully, melding his own memories with that of long travels with old Lady Gibson.
Shaped up by the Courier's advice, the Misfits distinguished themselves during the Legion's attack on Camp Golf. Mags was finally promoted to sergeant, and the rest of the Misfits received an official commendation. They continued to serve with distinction for many years.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
Looking for a place where he could be of some use, Boone found himself re-enlisting with his old unit. Though his regrets remained in his thoughts, they coalesced into a purpose, and Boone embraced it. He spent his leave time hunting down slavers in the desert, his first recon beret the last thing they never saw.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
After the majority of the Vault 19 powder gangers joined the Great Khans, the weaker members scattered throughout the Mojave Wasteland. Though a few managed to erase their past, most never survived the journey.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Prim with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
After the death of Chief Hanlon, the power of NCR's Rangers was broken for years. Their organization, so reliant on the wisdom and guidance of its elder members, became a shadow of what it once was to people across the wasteland.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came. Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
We did it, guys. NCR victory. let's start. I already did all the DLC. I just did NCR, so now I'm gonna do. Always forget. I never got this one. I already did all the DLC. Now I'm gonna do, as best I can, the Legion victory. Countdown and launch. Okay, we're gonna launch the missiles at NCR. So this is gonna forget everything I've done for NCR, and we're gonna try to do the best we can for a Legion victory. Yes. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. Let's get the F out of here.
The divide erupted in fire as the flame trail of the two couriers' last message arced into the sky. Missiles fell on NCR and the long 15 caravan route beyond the Mojave outpost, the road the courier had been walking when the tale began. Caravans and NCR outposts along the route were reduced to ash, an old-world gift from the divide. As catastrophic as the damage was for NCR, the act made the courier stronger for having no history and no retreat. It was an ending to things, a way of erasing the road that had led to this point and the history that had walked with it.
Yeah, I did all the DLC before I started the kind of the end game for the base
Hopeville
game.
burned lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message It is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Your merciless nuclear assault on the NCR has devastated the lands of California and reached even the borders of the Mojave. At the Mojave Outpost, you can now travel through the western gates along 15, the site of the Odessa NCR outpost. Be prepared, the area is highly irradiated and infested with former NCR ghouls. You also unlock the Bear Slayer perk, allowing you to put a single point into any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation with Caesar's Legion for annihilating the NCR's homeland, but lose reputation with the NCR. Wild Child. So I'm not vilified. I'm just a wild child. I nuked one of their outposts. I'm just a wild child. Oh, so even nuking them, I haven't failed any NCR missions. When I came out of that nuking Legion territory, I failed every single NCR mission or Legion mission, which is funny. All right, let's go to. I had such good reputation with the NCR that I'm just a wild child. He blew up a whole ass settlement, bro. But yeah, dude, yeah. The Legion is immediately as when I push the button on that nuke, they're all like, this dude's done. This dude's, because I had just got my reputation for them to be neutral, so they're all like, nah, this dude's done. We've had it with this dude. Get this dude out of here. Retribution. Retribution. Alright, let me pick up. Where's that case? No. I get all of Ulysses. All of Ulysses shit. I'll go back into the divide if I need to get my caches, but I think I should be okay. I can't use Boone anymore. Well, I guess no, I can't use Boone. As soon as I go into Legion and try to help Caesar, he's gonna throw a fit. Let's go with the good old-fashioned, what is it? Fiend warrior helmet with the leather armor reinforced. Oh, and authority glasses. There you go. For this, I just need energy weapons and a few explosives. That. Blade of the West. I like that. Elijah's jerry-rigged Tesla cannon. Yes, please. Elijah's advanced layer. Yes, please. Incinerator, of course. Give me that. Grenade rifle, I need that. Old Glory. No. Where's the rocket's red glare? Okay, I think that should be it. We can do a melee. Heated Saturnite Fist. We're good. Alright. Let's take a nap. Let's go talk to Caesar. I'm just gonna do what I can to... I'm not gonna do like arcade stuff. I was just trying to do a perfect NCR run, which meant me doing arcades mission to get the Enclave to help us, but I ain't doing that for anybody else. Oh, let me get... Who wouldn't mind? Raul? Raul doesn't care if I help the Legion, does he? Where's Raul? I'm gonna do Raul and... You know, let's do Rex. What's up, guys? Or is he in his shack now? I don't see why he would come back here. Why would he come back to a prison he never wanted to be in? Yeah, why would he? He's at his shack. Where are you, Rebel Shack?
Oh, it's you. You need something repaired or something? Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Alright, we doing Rex. He's over here.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
Let me make sure. I'll go ahead and do a new save for Legion activities. Where's Rex? There you are. Let's go. Wild child. I like my incinerator. Let's go visit the place I nuked. The Long 15. Oh jeez, it's already. Dry wells was not this irradiated this quickly. Who's here? Sorry, boy. Wait, I only got Rex, huh? Oh no, oh, Raoul doesn't come. I forgot the when I went to Dry Wells, Boone didn't come with me. Non-humanoid. Take your 9 bottle caps. What happened? Oh. Game crashed. Alright. I get the point of this place. Let us go instead to Caesar.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. I'll wait.
Alright, let's do it.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again. You must enter Caesar's tent alone.
Okay. Wait here.
Okay, Buck.
Alright, Caesar, I'm ready.
We'll talk again when you've destroyed whatever is down in that bunker. Not before.
Okay. I thought
some of
you had to give me the platinum chip back again. I guess not. Where are we going? Is it back here? It's kind of crazy that the NCR has absolutely no interest in the Securitron army that's right here. That Mr. House has. All they want is... Bro, they just get in your way? Oh, little trivia. This guy, he says Caesar instead of Kaiser.
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him.
Alright.
Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
Alright.
Our way, true to Caesar.
Oh, hi.
Well, you're here ahead of schedule. I suppose it's just as well. This is where I wanted you to end up after all. I knew I could rely on Caesar to give you back the platinum chip.
What makes you think Caesar gave me the chip?
The platinum chip unlocks this bunker. Hence, you have it. Hence, Benny was captured or killed, possibly by you, but by my estimates, far more probably by Caesar's legion. Hence, Caesar gave you the chip. Hence, Caesar wants you to destroy whatever you find in this bunker. But that's not going to happen, because you're going to work for me.
What is this place?
It's a facility I built many years before you were born. You might think of it as a kind of barracks. You'll understand soon enough.
You wanted me to come down here?
That's rather obvious, isn't it? The platinum chip is a data storage device. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at.
What will you do with your Securitrons?
My army will do what an army does best: defend territory from invaders and maintain order.
What was that you said about security systems?
The same equipment failure that prevents me from remotely operating this facility seems to have activated its security robots and turrets. There's a security room near the base of the stairs. Perhaps you can deactivate them yourself.
We'll see what happens.
I like to think you have enough sense to do the right thing. The rewards for doing so are immense, as are the punishments for not doing so.
Alright, bro. What are the punishments?
Attention. This is now a combat.
Damn it, all my...
That's so. You may suffer harm up to and including...
Bro, shut up, bro. I can just blast his ass. Let's speedrun this shit.
This is a lawful use of death. Engaging.
Oh, look at these dudes. was actually kind of scary right there. Jump scare. I was not expecting that. Yes, man, jump scare.
Warning. Hostiles in area. Please clear the area.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again. You're free to leave.
Alright, Caesar did what you asked. I probably could have brought Rex and Raoul. Hey Jay, what's going on? How was your first day on the job? Hope you found the biggest kid and beat them up. That's what you gotta do. Assert dominance.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. There are rewards for doing as I command. Today, your reward is vengeance. You get to decide how Benny dies. Go to Benny. Let him know what you've decided. My Praetorians will perform the execution, unless you want to perform it yourself.
Thank you, Caesar.
Consider it the first of many bestowments.
There was a lockdown. Was it a was it like a test, or was it an actual lockdown? Was there a murderer on near the vicinity? Hey, Benny.
So, baby, what did you find down there?
There were hundreds of Kirtrons out there until I blew them up.
What? How could you do that? You loser! You had Vegas in the palm of your hand and you threw it away?
That's what happens to you now.
I see. And how's that gonna happen?
You'll be crucified for my amusement.
Don't do that, baby. Not crucifixion. I could be up there for days with those twisted creeps laughing and pointing.
Pass the time thinking over your mistakes.
You sick, vindictive fuck!
Slowly disappears.
I'm sure you found Benny's demise pleasing. The destruction of an enemy? There are few things more satisfying. Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture. You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
I'll eliminate Mr. House for you.
Good. Don't know what kind of security he has inside the Lucky 38, but if you can find a way of catching him off guard, do so.
Will do. First, I have to...
Arwick. True to Kaiser.
Do the boomer mission right now. I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone is what I'll do. Thank you. Back up. So what do they have you doing mostly? Like what's gonna be your main like tasks daily? Actually, I don't want to do the boomers, so that's gonna be NCR. I hear you knocking. Okay.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today? You may find one in the workshop. You're a friend to the tribe, so I trust it will not find its way into the wrong hands. Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us. Don't get blown up.
Oh really? That's not bad. You said it was middle school? So like preteens to teen? Hey, I found it. Caesar, I'm coming for you. To help you, that is.
By order of Caesar, all visitors...
I get it.
Awe, true to Caesar.
Oh wait, I never got Raoul and Rex to be with me. To follow me. Are they still over here? Yeah.
Awe, true to Caesar. Yes. Do you have something to report?
Your howitzer is operational.
Well done. It will be very useful in the coming battle against the snipers the NCR will no doubt have hidden in the hills near the dam. Wale.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man.
Right behind.
Again.
Alright, let's go kill Mr. House. He's not gonna like me coming in.
Engaging target.
Oh yeah, they already don't like me. Look at that. Oh, we good. Oh, he angry. He ain't talking to me right now.
Searching. Confirm. Targeting. Targeting.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
By Caesar's command, you will die.
Slavery! The future of mankind! What have you done?
Time for you to die, Mr. House.
May there be a hell for you! A Tartarus bleak, unending!
I failed. That was the gun bus before it was added. Alright, let me get another drink real quick. I'll be back. Oh, wait.
Right behind.
By order of Caesar. I'll wait.
Hold on 1 second.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Oh, I thought it was going to crash.
You must enter Caesar's.
Okay, boss.
Mr. House.
Some of the
dead,
slaves
sir.
have been spreading.
I've read Mr. House's obituary. Had a high opinion of himself, didn't he? With Mr. House out of the way, I can focus on smoothing out a few lingering complications elsewhere in the Mojave. First up are the boomers of Nellis Air Force Base, a tribe so reclusive it lobs artillery shells at anyone who comes near their settlement. I want you to offer them an alliance with my legion. My terms are simple. Target their guns against the NCR side of the dam when I assault it, and they can keep their freedom. If you find they aren't amenable to this offer, destroy them.
I already went over the boomers. They'll do as I say.
Is that so? You are good, aren't you? If the boomers will toe the line, I can focus on other preparations. But not without first rewarding your initiative. Now, moving on. I want you to forge an alliance between Caesar's Legion and the White Glove Society. They used to be cannibals. I expect that information can be used to manipulate them. Go to... Oh! God damn it!
It's the first time you experience sudden onset headaches.
Never this bad before. Fuck this! I'm going to lie down. Come back later. Tomorrow!
Stories about the burned man again.
Right.
The White Glove Society, they're cool with me. If I'm remember correctly.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you? My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay. Pleasure speaking to you.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
Caesar wishes to extend your society an offer of alliance with his legion.
Tell your ruler we have no interest in such ties. Caesar's legion is a collection of unclean barbarians. Any time the White Glove Society is mentioned in the same breath, it sullies our good name. As much as Mortimer and some of the other members have tried to convince me otherwise, I will not have us seen as savages.
Good. Ah, you're back. You're always a welcome guest here. I certainly did. Philippe created an extraordinary amuse-bouche from the flesh of the late Mr. St. Clair. Everyone at the banquet loved it. I told them what it was, and the room was quiet for a moment, but then we all had a hearty laugh.
What's next now that the White Glove Society has tasted human flesh again?
Now that it's been accepted, it will become a regular course for us. It's a new and exciting frontier for our chef. I've never seen him so cheerful.
Will you serve human flesh at the Gourmand?
Oh, I very much doubt that. What fun would it be if everyone could have it? Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if our chef used it here and there as a secret ingredient to make his dishes really come alive.
Will the White Glove Society ally with the Caesar now?
I should think so, but it would be up to Marjorie. I have, however, told her how instrumental you were in revolutionizing our cuisine, and she knows what we stand to gain from a ruler who supports it. Have a word with her, see what she says. I dare say she'll be more receptive with these new developments. Indeed.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. I don't care for... I prefer Mr. House, of course, but he may not be around forever, and the NCR will surely set back our cuisine. Tell your Mr. Caesar we are with him.
How is your cuisine faring?
Why, it's splendid. Simply to die for. Mortimer told me about you, you know, what a pair of mischief makers you two are. But the new entrees are fresh and bold, and I have the two of you to thank for it. Ta-ta.
Salutations.
By order of... Awe, true to Caesar.
Hi, how are you today? I feel kind of sick. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten that lizard.
Weeks were spent convincing the great Khans to join the Legion. But you've ruined all that, haven't you? Allow me to make this clear. Because you've been of service to me, I will forgive your crimes against my Legion this one time. In the future, if I become aware that you've committed other crimes, I'll have my Praetorians butcher you before my eyes. If you've committed any other crimes, this is the time to confess them, because after today, there will be no forgiveness.
I've committed no other crimes.
Understand this. From this moment forward, any other crimes will be punished by death. No exceptions. I will have you hacked into pieces by my Praetorians for my amusement. Understand? Now, getting back to business.
The White Glove Society has agreed to an alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Good. It will be valuable to have allies on the Strip when Hoover Dam is taken. Now, as for your next assignment, I want you to destroy the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. It's not a full-strength chapter, mind you. The profligates...
Are you okay?
Huh? Yeah. 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 The Brotherhood. Them.
You just experienced an absence seizure. Was this the first time?
I don't know. There have been a couple.
I'm concerned you may have serious neurological condition.
Don't. But just leave it alone. I'm fine. Now, what was I saying? Right. Look for the Brotherhood's bunker around, Hidden Valley. My scouts saw some things. I'm going to bed. We'll talk later.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the...
By order of your... Oh, wait.
Zero rights.
Right.
Do this. Do I just kill them all? Is there like a way to just blow up their thing? Alright, here we go. Fuck, what? That's... oh. It's just not the right ones. Oh, that does match, but it's not the ones at the... yeah, okay. Not it. That's not it. APPR, that's one. Fuck. God damn it. R-E-L-A-T-I-O. R-E-L-A-T-I-O-N. Yeah, it's not working. Fuck you. It's ING. Cons. B-R-O-A-D. Okay. B-R-O-A-D. T-I-N-G. B-R-O-A-D. B-R-O-A-D. Oh, god effing damn it. I'm just trying to blow up your effing base. Why does the password have to be so hard? I'm just guessing now. Civilization. Ooh, 7. Jeez. Okay, I have to do this one. Has to be one with a Sean. Con. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Con. Damn, I don't think that's it. Con. Bird. No, that's not it. Res. No. Pure air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. P-U-R. I F F-I. Fuck. Infill. True. One. Wait, no. Infill. True. No. Got it. Yeah. We did it. It's in. We blowing it up. Soft-hearted devil.
Retreat!
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Y'all, stop shooting me. We have to get out of here.
In Maxon's name!
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Okay, I guess we're doing this. I'm a soft-hearted devil for killing literally the only remaining Brotherhood still.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must... Our way. True to Caesar.
I'll tell Caesar and then I'll call it a night. Unless he's sick. Too sick.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Okay.
It's reached me that you killed Silas before he could talk. I approve.
I've destroyed the Brotherhood of Steel's bunker in Hidden Valley.
Very well. This latest victory brings to a close my efforts to reshape the power balance of the Mojave. And not a minute too soon. I want you to join me in my tent. You and I are going to have a private conversation.
I'm just light. Alright, we'll continue this tomorrow. But thanks y'all for joining. Continue my journey elsewhere. Mañana.